It's hard to be productive when you can't stay in your own home office.
I want to run out screaming.
It's gonna take the tough love of a professional organizer to see this room's potential.
It's gonna be great.
When this home office is transformed
We got you organized, and you're gonna stay organized.
into the perfect shared guest room and working space. Welcome to Mission Organization. I'm Gail O'Neill. When Steve Hockstein was a little boy, his bed used to sit right in that corner. 9 years ago, Steve and his wife Sharon bought his childhood home and launched a successful company from this very spot. Since then, the business has moved on, but Steve's old stomping ground hasn't. These days, it looks like a command center without a general, and the Hocksteins are ready to take control. When the Hocksteins decided to use this room as a home office, it was never supposed to look like this. Steve Hockstein is an architect, and Sharon Hockstein is a teacher and mother of 2 boys, 11-year-old Daniel and 8-year-old Eli. While this space is large, all the clutter makes it feel closed in. The room measures in at 15 feet wide and 14 feet long, with a walk-in closet measuring 6 feet wide by 7 feet long. The problem is that this room has become a dumping ground for clothes, paper, and books, and the Hocksteins are ready for a change.
Well, this is the disaster area.
That's one way to put it, Steve. Would it be unfair to ask whose fault this is?
Well, it's both of our faults, really.
Okay.
There used to be a business that was run out of here, and that business left this room, and what was left stayed here.
How do you feel when you walk into this room, Sharon?
I want to run out screaming.
And what about you, Steve?
I'm not real happy with this room either.
In a perfect world, how do you two visualize this room? Sharon, you tell me.
Well, we would like it to still function as a home office, as well as be a guest bedroom, so that when our family comes to visit, they can feel comfortable.
But it's not very inviting to have a guest sleep on a couch covered in paper and clothes. And Sharon, you have 2 children, 2 boys. Do the children ever come in this room?
Never.
Why not?
They're not allowed to.
At your feet, I see some bins filled with clothes. What's going on in there, Steve?
I think those are our kids' clothes as they get transferred and they hand me down from our older son Dan to our younger son Eli. They go into a temporary storage.
I'm just wondering how you managed to get this chair up and over this pile. You need an ATV to get in there. I mean, really. Not only is the room a dumping area, but their closet is too. It's pretty big, but you have a lot of stuff in here already.
Yes, we do.
Are these all necessities?
Well, this is where all our sleepaway camp stuff gets dumped. There's my winter clothes when I change from winter to summer in my closet.
So that's all this rack up here. I think you both need a little bit of a push and prod, but this job can be done. So I'm gonna leave and send in a professional organizer who's very good at gently pushing and guiding and suggesting. And when she leaves, your closet will be organized and your office is gonna be all grown up and suit the needs of today as opposed to a young entrepreneur on the move.
Great.
Sound good?
Sounds great.
All right, let's head out and I'll go get it for
Thanks.
you. Here to try and turn this room into the perfect home office and guest room is professional organizer Pam Sokolow.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. Nice to see you.
Same here. Come on in.
Pam decides to put Sharon and Steve right to work, starting with all that paper.
Let's start with some of this here. Is there anything in here that you need to take action on, or something that we
Water
can get?
bill? Do we know how old
I
this
don't know
is?
the dates on it, but nope, don't need this.
Toss.
Garbage.
Us?
Things we don't need, we toss. We don't hold on to extra paper. You really only need to keep bills for the last 6 months.
The papers and desk items are sorted into 3 piles: file, keep, and donate.
When you're paying the bills, it's good after you pay them to file it away. Not pile it away, but file it away.
That was always my goal. It just never happened that way.
Not anymore.
That's 2 years old. Garbage.
Garbage. 2 years old, paperwork, garbage.
Yeah, don't need it. This is fun.
Yeah, it feels good to get rid of papers you don't need. Financial financial statements are important to keep, okay?
Right.
Especially if you're buying a home or you're going to buy a car or something and you're going for a mortgage, they always ask to see some financial statements. The last 3 months is what they always ask for. So why don't you concentrate on saving, let's say 3 to 4 months worth. This is a year old, toss.
Okay.
One more key tip for you. When you open the mail, get rid of the envelope. Only save what's inside and what you need.
It's a deal.
I see this magazine, which is from your profession. Now, I see it's from a year ago. So if there's anything that you'd like to keep from this magazine, rip it out, and we will have a file for your home office for your architectural records.
They're making some progress, but to keep it going, Pam has some homework.
I think what you should do is clean off the top of this table. And don't forget the mess on the floor. A lot of piles down there we're going to convert into files. And we need the space to work tomorrow, okay?
Coming up, Pam has the perfect tip for sorting.
Let's get down and dirty.
And her organizational plan is revealed when Mission Organization returns.
The human toll of the tsunami disaster has affected all of us.
And we can all do something to help. Please visit usafreedomcorps.gov. Thank you.
Some people dream of a getaway car. The all-new 240 horsepower Buick LaCrosse.
You could win a dream weekend of golf, including personal advice from Tiger Woods. Visit Buick.com to enter Buick's Dream Weekend Sweepstakes today.
I'm Stanley Johnson. I've got a great family. I've got a 4-bedroom house in a great community. Like my car? It's new. I even belong to the local golf club. How do I do it? I'm in debt up to my eyeballs. I can barely pay my finance charges. Somebody help me.
Need a smart way to consolidate your debt? Come to LendingTree.com and you can get home equity rates as low as 4.74% APR. When banks compete, you win at LendingTree.com.
She had her license for 45 minutes.
Yeah, and 2 accidents in less than 10 seconds.
2. I'm State Farm Agent Kevin Weber, and this is a true story.
Yeah, I was scared. I didn't want to call my parents.
I called her parents.
He really treated her like she was his own daughter.
I handled her claim and gave her a few pointers.
A lot of pointers.
A lot of pointers. Any insurance company can promise you a good price, but nobody takes care of you like State Farm. We'd love to prove it to you. Call an agent today, like a good neighbor.
State Farm is there.
Right now at HGTV.com, get ready for Valentine's Day with romantic decorating tips, treats for your sweetie, and loads of other heartfelt ideas. While you're there, don't forget to send an e-card to your Valentine. It's all just a click away at HGTV.com. Saturday night on an all-new Design on a Dime. Their boring bedroom needs help.
Just simple, clean, but colorful.
The team creates a retro retreat
This piece is awesome.
with cool colors,
That 70s orange brown.
and funky furniture.
Wow!
An all-new Design on a Dime. Saturday night at 10 on HGTV.
Welcome back to Mission Organization. Steve and Sharon Hockstein have a home office they'd like to convert to an office/guest room. But in order for that to happen, they've got to make some major changes, which is why Pam Sokolow is here. Steve and Sharon have done a lot of work sorting the paper from the floor and desk into piles, but there's still a lot more to be done.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
Look at this room. It looks great. I can see the desktop. I can see the floor. We have room to work. This is really exciting. Okay, what's this pile here?
This is the garbage.
Garbage.
This is all garbage. Great.
Yep.
Let's get it out of the room so we can work on some other stuff.
Okay.
While moving their piles out, Pam talks to them about their really big desk.
I think we could get rid of this desk.
I agree.
I agree.
So out goes the desk.
Let's get this big piece out of here.
Going right out to the curb.
No, it's gonna go to the garage.
The curb.
The garage.
Why are we putting it in the garage?
So we can donate it.
Steve wins, and it's on to the other desk, and stacks of Steve's business cards.
I'm in the pile mode. I just pile the cards up here. Ideally, I would like to have the time to put them into my computer and throw away all the cards and not even use them.
Okay, well then you know what? That's what you should do.
They put all the business cards together, and the computer desk goes out with the other desk to be donated.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. Next up, Steve's shelves.
Steve, I see some calendars here. Let me get them. Now, can you look at one and tell me how old they are? And let's decide
10 years old.
10 years old? Steve.
Garbage.
I think I'm going to have to label you a pack rat. Can you please put those in the garbage for me? You really don't need to save 10-year-old calendars. Let's keep doing what we've been doing. And you start with that filing cabinet, and I'll do these shelves, and we'll continue with donating, keeping, filing.
They keep finding more paper.
If they're 5 years old and they're bank statements, you don't need them.
There's also some checks in the envelopes.
That's a different story. You should always keep canceled checks. And you know, canceled checks have numbers on them.
Right.
So you should always separate them from your bank statements and then file them chronologically.
Steve's piles are cleared and taken out of the room. Now it's Sharon's turn. Her piles are hand-me-down clothes and stuff the boys need for camp.
Let's get down and dirty.
Okay.
It looks like
a light bulb.
We need to make some categories for you, just like we did for Steve. And off the top of my head, I think everything for camp should go into a category. Then, why don't we look at the different sizes for Eli and put them in categories by size?
Good. I have 16, 14, and 12 again. I remember Dan wearing all this stuff. Oh, look what's in here. Maternity
Dan
wear.
wore it? Oh!
No, I gave most of it away, but I guess I missed this stuff. But this is a maternity bathing suit.
Do you want to give it away, or?
I'd like to donate it.
That's a lovely idea. You know what? That's another category.
Great.
Once the clothes are sorted, the couch is taken out of the room to be donated with the desks. Next, it's on to the closet.
All right, let's see what we have.
Part of this is my winter wardrobe that I need to transition into, and the other part is probably going to be donated.
All right, well, let's start and find out what's donated and take it out to that donate box.
Okay.
Like the rest of the room, the clothes from the closet are sorted into categories: guest linens, seasonal clothes, and donate. Now that school is out, the boys lend a helping hand with all those piles.
Troops are here.
We're gonna take all of this sorted stuff out of the room.
Oh, okay.
Let's go.
Pick it up.
All right.
Get something and go.
And with that, the room is finished. Now it's time for Pam's master plan.
We got a nice room to work with here, okay? We're going to take that TV. We're going to bring it up. We're going to put it on the wall. You don't use the wall space enough. And then we're going to take this corner and we're going to put a desk in that corner, okay?
An executive desk will replace Steve's old desk and add more space and function to the room. And floating shelves will be placed on the wall above.
I want to get rid of the scanner, the printer, the fax machine. I want to get one of these multi-function machines.
Okay.
That I can put everything into one machine and it'll take up less room.
That's a great
in
idea.
the office.
To make the room comfortable for overnight guests, a custom bed will replace the couch.
And it's going to be a great bed because it folds up and down so that you don't always have this bed.
Oh, like a
in the
Murphy
room.
bed?
A Murphy bed.
Okay.
Okay, so
Oh,
when
that's
it's
so
up,
cool.
you'll have a table for working, and when it's down, you use it for the bed. Okay?
Awesome.
For the closet, we're going to keep one season's worth of clothing there, okay?
The clothes will be stored in large hanging bags to keep them dust-free.
And we're going to provide clear plastic bins for all the clothes that are coming down from Dan to Eli. I'm going to recommend that we put some new paint on the walls. I picked out 2 beautiful, soft, warm colors.
Pam is choosing a pale green and warm sand color for the walls. She's also going to change the carpets and replace the oversized ceiling fan with a streamlined light.
It's going to be great. It's going to be gorgeous, and it's going to be a new room. Hey, it's better than an addition.
It's less expensive than
a
putting
lot
another
less
room
expensive
in a
than an
house.
addition, and you're going to want to go in there and you're going to want to use it. So we have a lot more work to do. Shall we get up there and do it? Let's go.
Okay.
Ready?
Fine.
Let's go.
Coming up, it looks like Steve is on the right path.
I think you're going to stay organized.
And the room takes shape when Mission Organization returns.
Oh, cool.
Two Sisters' childhood bedroom gets funky and all grown up.
Tonight on Divine Design.
I'm going to organize this space into 2 zones. It has these purples and reds and oranges.
This is amazing. Divine Design, tonight at 9 on HGTV.
Tonight on an all-new episode of House Hunters at 10.
I've been dreaming about having my own house.
But will her choices...
This is pretty swanky.
Yeah.
I think I can afford this place.
change her tune?
I'm in love.
Then, looking for a ritzy address.
I don't think we can afford it.
A full hour of House Hunters tonight beginning at 10 on HGTV.
Only a Moen faucet puts pause control right at your fingertips. It'll help you with those important tasks. Or not. Moen. Buy it for looks, buy it for life.
There's a better way to rent movies. As many as you want for only $17.99 a month and no late fees.
Go to Netflix.com. Make a list of the movies you want to see, and in about one business day, you'll get 3 DVDs. Keep them as long as you want, without late fees. Then when you're done, look, prepaid envelopes. Return one, and they'll send you another movie from your list. It's easy.
Netflix. All the movies you want, only $17.99 a month and no late fees.
Just when I get settled into a nice chest, I get thrown out by this guy.
Mucinex breaks up mucus that causes congestion, so you can get rid of it. And just one pill lasts up to 12 hours.
Don't push, I'm going.
Mucinex in, mucus out.
How good is Starkist Tuna Creations?
Good enough for the chefs at the Culinary Institute of New Orleans. Starkist brought you the Flavor Fresh pouch. Now there's Tuna Creations. Tuna marinated for great taste.
Zesty lemon pepper, man, that's really awesome.
I use the zesty lemon pepper tuna to make these tuna cakes.
I really like the hickory smoke. This is spinach linguine with our wonderful hickory smoked Starkist tuna.
We substituted the garlic and herb tuna. Came out wonderful.
Oh, it's really good.
Starkist Tuna Creations. Marinated tuna. Delicious taste.
Anchor Vacation Properties is your premier vacation rental source on the coast. Whether you're looking for a short getaway or need a little longer for the family, Anchor Vacation Properties has the accommodations that best suit your needs. Reserve your vacation online now at floridabeach.com or call 800-824-0416 to speak to one of our vacation specialists today.
You know Wallace Truck and Equipment is the place in the Southeast for used heavy equipment. But did you know that Wallace is your authorized Terex and Cummins B&C dealer? Wallace now also offers the largest and most knowledgeable parts department in the area. They can get almost any part, no matter what brand of heavy equipment you own. So whether it's a small job or if you want to play with the big boys, come to Wallace Truck and Equipment Sales in Valdosta, Georgia for big-time equipment with a small-town know-how.
Welcome back to Mission Organization. I'm Gail O'Neill. Expert organizer Pam Sokolow has given the Hocksteins an ambitious plan that'll have their home office doing double duty as a guest room. But first, they've got some work to do. Pam's plan is taking shape. The room has been painted and new carpet has been installed. The executive desk has been put together and floating shelves are placed on the wall above. The first thing they start on are the clothes in the closet.
So let's start with the clothes. This is going to protect your clothes for a season when you're not using it. Okay, we'll put the clothes right inside, we'll zip them up, they'll stay like that for about 6 months, and then you'll change them every season. Got it?
Pam has a tip about what kind of hangers to use.
They are fabulous for organizing the closet because they're thin. Each one is thin, so you can pack a lot into a certain space. And they have a rubber grip, so you can hang pants here so they won't slip. And aesthetically, they look beautiful.
They stock the closet with clothes for one season, and they use clear plastic bins containing clothes from Dan that Eli will grow into, labeled by size. And Pam has a great solution for storing bulky comforters and pillows for guests.
I have these wonderful space bags that we put the big, fluffy comforters and pillows and sheets, and we suck all the air out of it so it gets flat and it's protected, and then we can store it in small space area. Sound good? Okay. Turn it on. It's a good idea to take it out twice a year. Fluff it to keep the fluffiness.
Okay. Next, Steve and Sharon are each given one of the built-in bookshelves for their storage needs.
I'm going to give you that shelf and the nice guest room over here, I'm going to give you that shelf. Okay? So why don't we pick up one thing that's yours and one thing that's yours, and I'll help you tell you where to put it and what we're going to do with it.
Okay. The bookshelves are restocked. And to hold Steve's magazines,
I got you these nice matching magazine racks so it can hold the flimsy type periodicals that would fall down otherwise. You don't need bookends. Keeps them nice and sturdy. We have a few of those.
These are great.
I customized some binders for you.
The binders will hold all of Sharon's household bills and important documents.
It doesn't take up a lot of space, and it sits here nicely, and we'll give you...
I love that. Sharon and Steve finish loading their shelves, and Pam gives them the secret to staying organized.
This is Steve's, and that's Sharon's.
Works
Got
for
it?
me.
Don't put your stuff over there, and don't put your stuff here, and develop the habit of keeping it that way. You got a great system going.
To help Steve with his business card problem, Pam has developed a system to load his computer with all the information on the cards.
I want you to schedule on your calendar once a month, twice a month, when you're going to do it, so that you're going to develop the habit of doing it on a regular basis.
And then I can not have a pile like this.
You won't have a pile like this.
The new all-in-one printer is put into place on Steve's executive desk, and Pam has something to keep the mail organized.
When the mail comes in and the bills come in, I want you to put them up here. You see there's a little indentation going on here. And then in the top drawer, you can keep your checkbook and some stamps and everything you're going to need to write checks. I don't like filing away the bills, because when you keep the bills out of sight, sometimes it's out of mind and you might forget. So let's keep the bills up here, so if you come into the room, you might see something you haven't paid, you'll get right to it.
Pam explains to Steve how the new filing system will work.
We've labeled them in hanging folders for you.
Okay.
So it's easy to find, it'll keep it neat and tidy, it's all in one place, it's on your side of the room, and it's easy to go from the desk to the files, or if you need anything from either the closet or the
And
bookshelves.
I can take my bills and put them right away after they're paid?
Exactly.
Right.
I think you're going to stay organized. We got you organized, and you're going to stay organized. That's excellent.
To finish off the space, Steve installs the new TV holder. Next, Pam explains to the family how the new table bed works.
This is the table bed, and it is not attached to the wall. It's freestanding, so if you needed to move it, you could. It's got a really nice desk for playing games or eating.
Awesome. Beautiful.
And it's easy to take down. Hey, Eli, you want to help me?
Let's watch.
Ready? And if you stop, it stops. It just stays there. All right, let's finish.
Oh, cool. Coming up, the new office is working.
I'm much more productive up here.
The amazing changes when Mission Organization returns.
Check out Design Remix, the new HGTV original series where a homeowner and our team of experts take everything from a room, scramble it up, and put it back together. Designer and host Karen McAloon and her gang use style, smarts, and almost no budget to rethink, reinvent, and rearrange rooms with amazing results.
Now we're talking whole new house.
I can't believe
A series that shows you how much you can do with what you already have. Design Remix, Saturdays at 8, only on HGTV.
What does this room need?
Organization and balance.
Wait till you see what our organizer does with the place on Mission Organization next Thursday at 8, only on HGTV.
Next, a remodel leads to big returns on Design to Sell. Then it's Divine Design, all next on HGTV.
Only Lowe's offers more water solutions from Whirlpool than anyone else in the country. And now, for the first time ever, Lowe's introduces Whirlpool's Ultra Ease, an innovative water purification system that you can install in virtually minutes. No plumbing tools, no problem. So come to Lowe's, and you can go from hard water to soft, or make tap water as pure as mountain spring. And Lowe's promises low prices every day, guaranteed. Lowe's, improving home improvement.
You know what our favorite is?
Honey bunches of oats.
We can't keep it to ourselves. Hey, how about some honey bunches of oats? Wow.
Thanks. I like the honey oat flavor.
Nice. Gotta feed America.
Most car companies use crash test dummies to study the effects of accidents on drivers and passengers. It makes sense to be concerned about the people inside your cars. But what outside. What kind of company is concerned about them?
A woman's world never stops. Whoa, it's lunchtime. Have Campbell's soup at hand. It's just a microwave away.
Delicious.
Stop. Bet you haven't eaten all day.
Campbell's soup at hand vegetable beef. I love it.
Campbell's soup at hand. Good to go.
Thinking of renting a truck to move? Call Pods. We'll deliver a pod right to your home. Take your time packing. Tell us when you're ready. We'll pick up your pod and deliver it cross-town or cross-country. Or store your pod at our dry, secure warehouse. Why make moving harder than it has to be? Pods for storage or moving. Call 1-888-776-PODS.
Get more great ideas from Mission Organization on HGTV.com.
Welcome back to Mission Organization. Steve and Sharon Hockstein have sorted, tossed, donated, filed, and folded their way to a home office guest room that they adore. But they couldn't have done it without the expert guidance of Pam Sokolow. Now, Pam, what is the biggest change in store? What are you most excited about upstairs?
The room really functions. You can walk around, and it functions as an office and a beautiful guest room. It's a wonderful place to be in right now.
Okay, I'm glad it's functioning, but are you confident that it will continue functioning the way you want it to after you go home today?
I really am. We created some wonderful systems for them, and the key is to develop the habit to continue those systems. I think they got it.
Systems and habits, I like it. I'm gonna go take a look for myself. Give me a few moments inside and then come join us.
Great.
Thanks, Pam. Oh, this is so beautiful. I love the look in here. Your smile says it all. But this was your childhood bedroom, so I'm gonna let you go first and tell me how you feel when you come into your new office/guest room.
I like that I can walk around and everything is open and clear. I'm really happy with the way it's working out. Everything is in its place.
Before, the room was overflowing with paper, clothes, and furniture that didn't work. Now, the room is a functional office and guest room for the whole family to enjoy. I remember the last time I came, I got the impression the kids never came in this room. How have they responded to this whole new look in here?
They love it. They've played games in here. They
jumped on the bed once we stopped them.
They're having a ball.
Before, the cluttered couch held clothes and boxes, and there was no place to sit. Now, with a multifunctional bed that turns into a desk, this room can easily accommodate guests and children alike. Do you think you can maintain this order after Pam leaves?
I think I can. I know I can, absolutely.
And Steve?
I can, and I think the key to it is to keep up with it, because when you wait and it becomes almost overwhelming when there's just piles and piles of stuff and the piles just grow. So now that the piles are gone, I think I can keep up with it.
Before, the room held an overflowing bookshelf in every corner. Now, Steve and Sharon each have their own for their individual needs. Now, Steve, what made you think, you know what, I can narrow everything down to this one narrow built-in shelf here?
I really got in the groove of throwing things away once I started cleaning up, and I realized that I didn't need a lot of the stuff that I was keeping.
So once you started tossing, it got good to you. Did he throw away anything you do need?
No.
So you're not missing anything now?
No, the garbage men were working overtime.
Have family or friends seen this room?
Yes.
And what has the response been?
Wow.
It was like this room did not exist before.
Mm-hmm.
There was a closed door, and people were not welcome into this part of the house because it was ugly and cluttered, and it was a mess.
Before, the closet was full of outdated clothes and bulky guest linens. Now, this area has been thinned out and efficiently holds the family's off-season clothes. Oh my goodness, I couldn't even fit in this room before. I could barely get a little space in here. Now, this is a big closet.
Yes.
Before, Steve's desk was like an obstacle course with no way out. Now, his desk is a streamlined workspace with the potential for productivity. Now, this says architect.
I like having a desk that I can see.
Yes.
I'm much more productive up here. Just let me have my little corner, I'm happy.
Before, this room was a cluttered mess that made the Hocksteins want to turn and run. Now, this room is a comfortable workspace and inviting guest room. You guys must be in love with Pam. You all did a phenomenal job together.
She was great.
She was awesome.
We were a great team together.
You really were.
Yeah.
Pam, why don't you come on in here? We're going to designate you captain of the team. You did a phenomenal job. Great job, players.
Thanks for everything. You were great.
Thanks, Pam.
You're welcome. It was a lot of fun. I loved it.
It was a great time.
Let's do
Thank
another
you.
room.
Okay, I'm ready.
Ooh, can I
for? Oh, yeah,